I used to plan things to the T. I would draw it out several times, figure out composition, add things, delete things, then paint a small, like, sample painting almost, like a comp, like I do in my production job. And then I would figure out the size that I wanted to do, and then I would paint it large. And so at the point where I was finally doing the final painting, it had been really worked out, it had been really figured out, and there wasn't really that much spontaneity. And over the years, now I just start a painting without even a sketch. I just start and start laying things in. I make mistakes on the canvas, so I'll paint it out, you know, or I'll like an area and I'll paint more of that, even though I didn't think that's where it was going to go. So there's a lot more spontaneity and a lot more, I don't know, it's more organic process, so I think it has a lot more to do with kind of even more my subconscious than the super planned out, like, logical part of my brain. So it's hard sometimes because the time that I have to work on my personal work isn't always the time that I feel the most creative. So there definitely is a lot of times a downshifting or an upshifting, however way you want to put it. But, you know, if I've already worked in the day and then I've got a night in the studio, I do have to get into, like, a different brain space. But I think a huge thing that does it for me and sort of sustains it too while I'm working is music. So I'll put on music, and I mean, it'll take a while. There's times where I'll put on music, go eat a hamburger, go drink, like, listen to more music, and it takes a while. Read a little bit, even look at stuff, and but music, I would say, is the thread.
Might get another view, huh? Every day you're flooded with a whole bunch of new stuff happening, and I don't even really think it's about being inspired. I think it's kind of, art is just a way to deal with it and process it And there are things that I wouldn't necessarily feel like, oh, that was inspiring, but it just kind of goes in with everything else, and then you have to like have a place where it comes out. For me, that's just a way to kind of move through life and process everything that gets thrown at me, and all the things swimming in my head, all the stuff that I've filled my head with, all my own interests and memories. I need a place where I can kind of sit down and control it and make something that makes me happy out of all that. I mean, making art still is drawing in kindergarten for me. It's most of my work is following up on the things I liked to do when I was a kid. So the sculpture I made here is kind of, when I was a little kid, my parents used to do they had like a side business of doing janitorial, and they would take us to, like the kids, we'd go and help after hours. I'd help empty garbages. So, you know, I would take, we'd go to this one kind of high-tech, like computer place, and I'd take wires and circuit boards and things out of the garbage and make fake machines. So basically, this sculpture in the show, it's just an extension of doing that.